Hello students, welcome to e-learning with Divine Public School Navsari. Today we are going to start with our fourth chapter in 11th Commerce Economics, subject economics. So the fourth chapter in economics is supply and we are going with supply. So here let's go with the contain. So today in first lecture we are going to learn about the introduction, then followed by the stock meaning of stock and supply, and followed by difference between stock and supply. So these are the three topics which we are going to start with our chapter supply. So let's quickly start with introduction. Now before going to introduction, I want to just recapitulate about we have studied about chapter 3 demand. I hope you have been very clear with it and you have been knowing. So as you have known and studied how the product and the product demand is working up in the market, same way here supply is also there. So demand and supply are the same function, or we can say same important factor which affects the product price of a product. So here we can say if there are all the products which have been produced, they have various demands, but before various demand, first the availability of the product should be there, that is known as what? Supply. So when the supply of product is been there in the market, that time we find that they have, we can say, they have the demand for the product. So to understand more clearly demand, we should understand more concept of supply. So that only we are going to study in this chapter, how the supply works for all the different products chapters. So this is how and what are the factors affecting, we can say, supply. So all that particular things which we are going to learn in later in the chapter. So here we can say demand and supply are both equal important determinant of the price. Then it comes like, to understand demand very clearly, we need to understand the concept of supply. Now let's quickly start with the meaning of stock. What is stock? So before going with supply, we need to go with stock. So what is stock? Stock means, we can say, it is the available, it is a total available amount of goods with a producer, means with a producer or a seller, which he offered for sale in the market, or how much amount of good he is offering of the available stock in the market for sale purposes, that is called as what? We can say stock. As per the ability and willingness of the seller. It is not without willingness, there should be some willingness to sell, or there must be available stock which is the ability to sell in the market. So that must be there. Now for an example, here we can say a trader has 1000 oils. A trader of oil in nursery has 1000 barrels of oil, and he is willing to sell all of them, means all the 1000 barrels he is having also, and he want to sell in the market all of them. So he is having ability also, he is having, we can say, willingness also to sell all of them, and that's why it becomes the stock, we can say. So here we find that this oil barrels are called as our stock, which is the available stock which we can sell in the market. So that is what we can say stock is all about. Then comes the supply. What is supply? Now here supply means it is a total amount of production which a producer is able and willing to sell in the market at a given price and a particular point of time. So there are, if you have seen the stock meaning, it was producer is able and willing to sell, but here at a given price and at a given point of time. So here two factors again added and it becomes the meaning of supply. Why? Because producer the producer or seller does not want to sell their product at a lower price. Many times what happens, they try to wait. When the price is high, they try to sell that particular product more, and when the price are low, they try to sell that particular less. It so happened in the crude oil also. So here same way you find that this particular supply concept also is work. Now before learning that supply, you need to understand what all the some of the concepts, that is, we can say, willingness to sell, ability to sell at a given price and a given point of time. Now let's talk about ability to willingness to sell. What is willingness to sell? Willingness to sell means that you as a producer or a seller want to sell in the market. So first is the willingness, then after you try to produce the goods, and when after production the good is available with you, that time what you find that all the available stock which you are having and you want to sell it, that is called as what? We can say ability to sell. Now you have the stock, you want to sell it, that is the second point is fulfilled. Now what price you want to sell? What is the demand for that product in the market? What is the price which the demand is being asked for more and more? So you wait for the price which you want to sell. You want to sell, for example, suppose you are having we can say like crude oils only. So you have barrels of crude oil, and suppose that crude oil prices are at 75 liters something. So what you find that per liter 75 has been that crude oil which you have been selling up. Now you want to sell it at 80, so you will wait for price when it hiked to 80. As you know the demand, and suppose that in future the price is rising, what you will do, you will start going with decrease the supply at present time, and you will store for long period of time for future, because you feel that at that price I will earn more, and in future the price will be affecting more. So like this you find that particular point of price you want to sell. It depends on the seller. Then the last point is that is at a particular point of time. So what is the current situation, market situation is going on, and on the basis of that time, at what time you want to sell, which is also been included. So here this is all four things which you have to remember, or the four keywords or the concept which you have to remember here in the supply. Then for example, here we can say, suppose you are having 100 barrels of the oil, and out of it you are willing and able to sell only 600. Means you're having stock of 1000, that is a stock, but the total amount you are selling, that is only 600. The supply in the market is how much? 600 barrels. So this is how you can see that our supply is 600 barrels. I hope you have been very clear with the concept. Now let's move to the difference between stock and supply. Now here is the table which I have been written your points. Now here what is the stock? Stock is a total sum of the products available as a good, or we can say total goods which are available in the market or with the producer, that is called a stock. What is supply then? Supply is a stock which a trader are able and willing to sell at a prevailing price at a particular point of time. So you have to be specific with the supply. So whenever you are writing supply definition, you have to go with that at a particular point of time, at a particular point of price. You have to remember the two keywords. Then what is the second difference it says about? Second difference talks about the stock may be equal or less than the total production. Means the total goods which you have produced, it may be equal to how much you supply or how much you made, or it can be less than it. It cannot be more than the total production, because हाउ मच यू हैव प्रोड्यूस, उससे ज़्यादा तो आप सेल नहीं कर सकते. सो उतने जितना आपने प्रोडक्शन किया उतना ही आपका स्टॉक होगा. सो यू फाइंड दैट हियर द stock is that much how much you have been produced or how much you wanted to sell for in the market. So that is the stock. What is the supply? Here it can be less or equal to production. Means हम कितना सप्लाई कर सकते हैं जितना हमारे पास स्टॉक है. If you are having 1000 barrels in the oil, you want to sell 1000 of all of them, that is the supply. Or else if you want to sell only 600 of them, that is on the supply. Suppose आपके पास पहले का माल है, means previous year stock which has been there with you, and you are selling along with that. So we can say that time your supply is more than the production, because you are already having some of the stock from the previous year. So this is what we can see. Supply can be less or equal to the production, and in one condition, if you're having previous stock, it can be more than the total production of the goods. So this is what we can say the supply. But remember that stock cannot be more than the supply, or we can say cannot be more than the production which we have been done. It will be always less or equal to the production which we have done. Then the third point talks about stock cannot be less than supply. So you find that yes, because how much is a supply, उतना ही हो सकता है, because जितना प्रोडक्शन उतना ही सप्लाई करेंगे. yes, तो stock cannot be more than the supply. It is always stock cannot be less than supply. जितना स्टॉक है उतना सप्लाई हो ही सकता है. इट मे बी और इट मोर देन, yes, it can be. So it is comes with the your second one. Then the third point in supply talks about the supply can be equal to stock or cannot be more than stock. मतलब सप्लाई ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कितना हो जाएगा, स्टॉक से ज़्यादा, स्टॉक जितना हो जाएगा, बट वो स्टॉक से ज़्यादा नहीं होगा until unless you have previous year stock. So supply depends upon the available goods which you are already producer or a seller has. Then comes the last point, that is we can say fourth point, that is as price rises. जैसे ही हमारा प्राइस बढ़ता है तो स्टॉक क्या हो जाएगा, कम हो जाएगा. When you find that as price rises in supply, you find that supply increase, because सेलर क्या करेगा, जब भी ज़्यादा प्राइस होगा तब उस टाइम पे वो ज़्यादा सेल करेगा. And why? Because he thinks that at the more price he can earn more, because the cost of production is the same, it does not change. But what is happening up, you find that seller try to go with more profit margin. For that he need to wait for the current at the particular point of price and particular point of time to sell more and supply more. So when the price are high, he will supply more and the people will purchase more, and he will definitely find more profit compared to the different sellers. So this is how you find that supply concept and supply depends on, and this is on the basis of that supply the demand is been affecting, and the demand has been falling up, and there is a price rise and price decrease in the demand for the product. So this is how you find that supply is running for the demand, we can say. I hope you have been very clear with it. So this is what we can say, these three topics. I hope you have been very clear. So next classes we are going to study about the factors affecting supply in detail. So just we can just know what are the points. First is price of a good. What are the factors? There are two factors mainly. First is the price of a good, yes. Second is factors other than price. In that there are again 4 points. Now what are the 4 points? You find that first is cost of production. So price of cost of production is also matters. Then after level of technology matters, future expectation prices, and lastly other factors. So these are the 4 factors which affect the supply, or we can say they are the determinants of the supply. So that particular topic we are going to study in the next classes. I hope you have been clear with the meaning of stock, supply, and the, we can say, factors difference between stock and supply. Thank you.